You know, in Wild Rift, you only have a select few champions that can actually 1v9, right? We like to call the term 1v9 when you're carrying the game. But what it actually means is if you have a complete trash team and you are the only good player and that you're completely hard carrying, even though the enemies have like 5 good players. You know, if we look at the champions, who can really do that, right? In my head, I only get 2 names, which is Gwen and Nilah. And if we go through this, I mean, who else can actually 1v9? Like for me, the ones that immediately pop up, as I said, is Gwen and Nilah. And today we're gonna talk about one of them, which is Nilah. This champion, if you master Nilah, guys, absolute 1v9 champion. She only struggles early game, but in today's gameplay, I'm gonna teach you guys how to deal with that and how to actually get to the point to carry the game and what to do when you have, you know, 3-4 items to carry the game. So first of all, how do you build Nilah? We start with the Glutinous Greaves, just to sort of sustain your lane. If you're against a full attack damage composition, go for Plated Steel Caps instead, but don't build them first then. Then you're gonna build Collector first and then Plated Steel Caps. But normally you go Glutinous Greaves, the Collector. I've tried going Bloodthirster first. I wanna say not worth it, because Collector, even though it doesn't heal you as much as the Bloodthirster, it actually gives you damage early game. Sure, it's not that much yet, but this actually allows you to do something early game. With the Bloodthirster, you're just so weak, you don't have a lot of damage. I don't recommend you going for it. So you go for Collector, then you go for Bloodthirster, and then here it's situational. Navori Quickblade is great if you want to spam your abilities, if you want to dash around more. If you want to have maximum damage, maximum burst damage, you want to go for Infinity Edge instead. I generally go for the Infinity Edge, but sometimes the Navori can be nice, because it also gives you like ability cooldowns and just it reduces your ability skills. You can spam your abilities more often. That's kind of the idea of this item. But then again, Infinity Edge will give you more damage. But the thing is though, you don't really need it, the damage, because you already have more than enough damage when you get 3-4 items on Nilah. It's mostly going to be about surviving and being able to hit enemies as much as possible. And then last crit item, doesn't matter which one you go here, make sure you get a Mortal Reminder, of course, to kill the tanks. And the last item is going to be completely situational. Guardian Angel is generally going to be good. And if you're against, you know, a lot of magic damage, don't go for anything like a Wit's End or Moth Marmortius or anything like that. This is not worth it. Much better to go for a Spirit Visage or a Force of Nature. Spirit Visage is really good because you heal up already when you crit. And if you have like a support that heals you, Spirit Visage is going to be the best. Otherwise, Force of Nature is going to be the best. If you just want to be tanky in general and the team fights are not like burst team fights, go for the Amaranth Twin Guard, because after fighting for a while, you're going to be absolutely unkillable. If you're against a lot of attack damage, that's the Guardian Angel. You know, that's literally it. That's all the items that I have right here, and that's how you want to build it. Of course, for the enchantment, you want to use Stasis. You can actually use Stasis during your ult. So essentially, you can go in, ult like 5 people, and use Stasis. And all of them are going to get ulted. Your teammates are all going to get healed. And of course, they cannot focus you while you're in the midst of 5 people. QSS is also good if you are against a lot of stuns. Now for the runes, you go Conqueror. I see some Nilah players go First Strike, but I want to say it's not worth it. I've tried it many times. It's just really not worth it. Conqueror is so much better, especially because Conqueror is actually much better in the early mid game. Because if you get an opportunity in the early mid game to stack up your Conqueror, get 6 stacks, you're actually gonna get super strong with those 6 Conqueror stacks. Meanwhile, with the First Strike, the only thing it really does, it makes you much stronger mid-game. It gives you a lot more burst damage to one-shot enemies. So like when you buy the Collector early game and then go in with the First Strike, it is better than the Conqueror, of course. But it's just not worth it, because Conqueror is also way better late game. Now, and next up we go for the Precision Tree. Brutal mostly for the early game, because you're so weak early game. You really need that Brutal to actually do something in the early game. And you can. We'll get to that during the gameplay. Here we go for Giant Slayer. Legend Alacrity, because all of the items you go for are attack damage. You don't go for a single attack speed item. So, I mean, actually, Bloodthirster gives you a little bit of attack speed when your health is high, but you get the point. Nothing gives you attack speed, so you really gotta make sure you go Legend Alacrity, because this is your bread and butter with the attack speed. You can actually go Lethal Tempo too. My good friend Baron VG likes to go Lethal Tempo, but I prefer Conqueror. Just for like, you know, it really buffs your ultimate damage as well. Like you can fight, get the Conqueror stacks up, your ultimate is going to be devastating. And here we go for Sudden Impact. Again, before you ult, you're always going to dash. Before you go in, you're pretty much always going to be dashing. And this is just going to give you even more damage, because you're always going to be utilizing this and getting that additional armor penetration for free, essentially. And here we go for Flash and Exhaust. And as you can see, we don't have any defensive runes. And that's because you just have so much damage, and your second ability provides you with, you know, the defense you need, because you cannot get basic attack when you use it. But now let's get into the gameplay and actually talk about how to utilize all of this, right? So, just a reminder, I am giving away skins. It's the number between 3 and 4. That's the amount of skins I'm giving away. And all you have to do to enter is put in a comment under the video. I want to remind you as well, there is a scammer on my channel. I cannot do anything about it. It happens to all of the YouTubers that are like decently sized. Please, if someone tells you you've won or anything like that, that's not me. I will only put it in the pinned comment myself. I will never reply to your comment saying you've won something. Never ever will I do that, okay? And you can clearly see if someone replied and then you cannot find the comment back, it's not because of a mistake. That's exactly what the scammer is trying to do. I cannot delete the comments either because YouTube is a stupid app, okay? So just so you know, there is a scammer. I want to say this many times because I feel like, you know, every time we get new viewers, they all need to be informed about it. Just ignore that comment. So what you should not ignore is the like button. You can click on it, it supports the channel a lot. But now let's look at the game, right? So early game, level 1, level 2, you really don't want to do much. And as I say that, I'm doing something. I mean, here this is actually a good opportunity because I had a chance to dive in, and they are actually kind of weak early game too. But now we're getting, yeah. I mean, this is exactly why I said you don't want to do something. Even though I had like a decent catch, I would say it was really not even good because I didn't even hit Twitch with the initial catch. You're just not gonna outtrade the enemy. You're just really not gonna outtrade the enemy. You're so weak early game. And the entire kit of Nilah, literally everything relies on you critting on the enemy. And when you have 0 crit, I mean right here, you know, I can try to do something because my Senna did a really good catch. But you can see even though Senna had such a good catch, we're still losing the fight. And that's because... Wait, what am I saying? You get souls from... What was I saying? Oh! I tried to make a play together with the Senna. You know what my idea was? I thought Senna would heal. This was really stupid of me. But I thought Senna would use her first ability. And I wanted to dash into her first ability, heal up, kill the Zyra and go out. Now obviously I just got one shot, which was a complete stupid call by me. Again, you really don't want to do this. And there's a reason I'm showing you guys this gameplay. You want to play it safe. You don't want to do this. I mean, right here I was thinking about going in again, but then I realized, okay, I'm not gonna go in. It's just stupid. Well, there's no reason. Even though, like, you know, maybe sometimes you will be able to kill the enemy, but more often than not, you won't be able to kill them. And it will take a lot of games. I mean, this one I would say is, yeah. But you know what I mean? It looked like a good dive, but I just died again. And this is such a good game to show you guys, because this is the exact trap that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are gonna fall for, right? Like, you're gonna find a moment like this where, oh, easy catch, easy kill, let me go for it. And then suddenly you're gonna end up 0-2 in the game, like 1,000 gold behind, and your support is gonna die and the game is just looking horrible. That's how easily it can happen, you know what I mean? Like, that's how easily you can fall behind on Nilah. Because this is a 1v9 champion, but you actually gotta play it correctly. And what I'm doing right now is not correctly. And I'm sure, I think I remember correctly that now I adjusted my playstyle and now I start playing correctly. Which is like safe and only catch the enemy if I'm like 95% sure that I can get the kill. You know, if I have good vision, if I know where all the enemies are, only then should I really dive the enemy like that. And then all the way till 3 items you wanna play like that. And then the moment you get your 3rd item, that's when you're actually gonna play the game. That's when you're actually gonna go in and just absolute one-shot enemies. So keep that in mind, that you can do that as a Nilah. You've pretty much won the game if you reach 3 items. That's how this champion works. But reaching those items is like harder than actually winning the game. That's the funny thing. It's harder to just reach those items without being like 0-4. The only reason I'm being aggressive here is because Lee Sin is here. And this is a really good dive. And that's because Lee Sin is here. You see, this was a golden opportunity for us because Lee Sin was here. And it's the only reason we won this fight. And now, I can go in here. I can go in. I missed. I just missed. We still got the kill, but I missed. Wow, that was horrible. But I helped him. If I didn't help him, the Twitch would have killed the Lee Sin as well. It's pretty funny. This was great. I mean, this is how you want to play the game. Early game, you want to chill until your mid laner or your jungler or whoever comes to gank. And when you get the gank, you're gonna go all in. You know, you can bait the enemies, you're gonna go all in. That's how you play the early game. That's all you gotta know about playing the early game. And against really rough lanes, like an Ashe, Senna, and stuff like that, you wanna stay under your turret. You're gonna miss a lot of farm, but that's okay. You would rather miss farm than miss lives. Because if you're gonna go for every single minion against, you know, Ashe, Senna, for example, you're gonna 100% gonna die. Like, you're 100% gonna die. There's just no chance of you to survive that. If they're not completely stupid, you're 100% gonna die many times. Wow, this Zyra is destroying us, actually. So, like, just stay under your turret. And here I cannot even stay under my turret. And as you can see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna give up everything and go back. Because if I had stayed under the turret here, I'm gonna die. And what's worse than losing all of your minions and losing your turret? Yes, dying and losing your minions and your turret. You know what I mean? So I really want you guys to look at this extremely negative situation and think about it. It can be even worse than this. And again, as a Nilah, you are so strong that it's fine. This is okay. It's not the end of the world that I'm going back like this. Like, a lot of ADCs, pretty much the game is just over if you play like this. But Nilah has such a powerful 3 and 4 item power spike that it's okay. It's fine. It's okay to just do that. And you can actually bully the enemies where you go through the minions, use your first ability. You can bully the enemy like that, attack them a few times, and dash right back out as well. So you can do that even early game. Wow, we are losing turrets left and right. Oh my god, we're getting destroyed. I can go in here. She flashed away. But that was beautiful. I'm probably gonna die though. But I would say, like, early game, it's worth it to trade your life. In the early stage of the game, it's always worth to trade your life for anyone else. Because everyone is gonna be worth more than you in a team fight. So what I did right there, I knew I would die. But it's worth it. Because I'm early game Nilah. And that was a Zyra that's way stronger than me at this stage of the game. So I just killed her, and because of that, we actually got the dragon, which is great. You know, that's really great. Ezreal's alone here. Again, he's 2 levels ahead of me. But he's alone, so that would have been an opportunity for me to kill him together with the Senna. But he actually is not stupid. He went out. Ooh, low HP. Orianna. No way. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Very nice. I used everything to kill her, but that's worth it. We got 1 item. Again, that's really nothing yet. 2 items is where you'll start to feel a little strong, but 3 items is where it's really at. So again, just farm. Just keep farming. I'm gonna farm here. You know, free side lane. You can see at least 3 of them are dead, which means only 1 of them will be available in this lane. I know Mundo is coming though. So there could be... Yeah, okay, now there could be more people. But it seems like I was willing to take that risk. Which I'm not sure is a good idea. Really not sure if this is a good idea. I should definitely be going away. I'm not sure what I'm doing. What am I doing? Go out. Yes, there we go. Like, Mundo could have rotated on me already. Although, I would not really die to Mundo. We have a Senna. We can stop the Mundo. I have my ultimate too. But it was just risk for no reason. Probably gonna buy the crit here. Yeah. So as a Nilah, you want to buy the crit first before the attack damage. Because the more you crit, the more you heal. Like that's the whole passive of Nilah. You're gonna heal up for 20% of the damage when you crit. So getting that crit is actually gonna do more for me than getting that scepter, that whatever it's called. Oh, that's an opportunity to go in. There we go. You look at that. I just pretty much one-shotted her. It was a really good opportunity because Orianna got caught for free. I could go in and go out. You know what I mean? I just went in and went out. That's how you play Nilah early and mid game. You go in and you go out. You use your ultimate. You don't even hesitate. Just all in the enemy immediately. And see, this is why some people like to go first strike on Nilah. Because in a situation like that, right, you're gonna get even more damage with the first strike. But then again, I just prefer the Conqueror for the early game and the super late game. First strike is only better mid game. Where you, as I said, do the move. Go in and go out. That's the only moment where first strike is gonna be better. I can use second ability here, but he's just gonna kill me anyways with his third ability. Yeah, this Twitch is a problem. Oh my god, he has so much damage. Nilah's second ability is such a powerful tool as well. Against these types of basic attack champions, you can use your second ability to survive their abilities and one of your teammates as well. And it's really good when you go in and use your second ability, because it not only not allows the enemy to use a basic attack, it also reduces any magic damage taken by 25%. So it just makes you tankier for like 2 seconds or something. Make sure you use it when an ally is nearby too. because it increases the duration of it. I saw the Ezreal ult coming, by the way. I have flash, I have everything. Could potentially be a good moment to go in. Oh, there we go. Flash. Ah, she flashed as well. Okay. Good flash by the Orianna. I would have killed her otherwise. But you see, I'm always looking for these opportunities. It's like always worth it for me to get a kill like that. Okay, just checking if the blue buff was up. You could see I hit something, which is why I dived over the wall to try to take this blue buff. Come on. Not very fast at taking it, but it would be huge. Ah! No way. Okay, nice. Huge. That's huge. I just stole away that blue buff. So, you should not really be afraid of tanks like a Mundo or Alistar or Swain or anything like that. They're basically meat shields for you. Especially the more crit you get, like they're gonna be nothing for you. If Mundo dives me, I'm just gonna basic attack him. Okay, this is a problem though. Yeah. My god. So what I mean, this was obviously a mistake. I just got caught for nothing. You can see how badly you'll get punished when you do this as a Nilah. You cannot do that. You cannot get caught like that. You gotta find the right opportunities to go in. I gotta wait for my teammates to go in, or I only gotta go in if I can one-shot an enemy. Which neither of those were true during that teamfight, so I just got caught, everyone died, and we're just gonna lose turrets, we're gonna lose dragon, we're gonna lose everything. I got 2 items though. What was I talking about? I was talking about... Oh yeah, the meat shields. So, the way you want to draft Nilah as well, she's very good into those types of meat shields. Like Swain, for example. Swain cannot do anything into Nilah. Because when Swain ults and goes all in on the Nilah, Nilah will simply outdamage the ult. She'll remain full HP because of all the damage she's doing to Swain. And it's easy. Like, it's just easy. You can stack up on the Swain. I'm trying to help the Lee Sin to take this dragon. Okay, I got the dragon actually. So you really want to pick it into these types of meat shields, the Nilah. She's very good into that. Why is he staying? Just go back, dude. I mean, I'm here. Like, why are they both staying? What are they? The top laner and the mid laner are just both staying for no reason. I wanted to push the turret here, but I realized, like, it just doesn't make sense to push together. So I just left the turret to the Nilah and potentially looked for something in the mid lane here. I gotta stay out of that knock-up though. You can use the plants to dash through them, by the way, in case you're wondering. I should not go in here because I don't have ult. Okay, I am going in. What the hell? I should not go in. What am I? Oh, look at that healing though. There we go. Like, this is... I have 70% crit right now. You can see how when you're reaching the 3rd item, how it becomes so... Like, you can see the difference, right? Even if I take damage, I will heal so much. Okay, there we go. Oh, she actually... I'm gonna kill her probably. Yeah, there we go. Look, this is what I mean. Like, now the game has changed. And now I'm just gonna heal up like crazy. I don't really care about taking poke damage, because I'm gonna heal up anyways, because of all the crit that I have. That's the difference. Now we're entering later game. Now we're actually entering the moment of the game where it's getting to the late game. Your ult is gonna heal so much as well. You and your entire team. It's such a powerful ability, this ultimate. Besides actually being a pretty good ult, like with CC and all, the healing is crazy. The damage, the healing, and the healing on your teammates too. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't pay attention to that, but if you actually pay attention to how much it actually heals your teammates, it's really, really big. It's huge. You can also use it to push with Baron waves a little bit better. Like, if your Baron wave is getting a little bit low HP, you can just ult the enemies. It's gonna heal up the minions as well. So, you know, you can actually use it for that as well to get more turrets and stuff. Let's see, I'm thinking about going in here. One of our teammates is dead, but I don't quite have 3 items, but I am still very strong, so I can maybe go in and just... Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is an opportunity. There we go. I mean, look at that. I have to flash out of that though. But you see what I mean? Just go in and get the kill. Again, first strike would be better for this, but I would say it's just not worth it. You're gonna see me transition my playstyle when I get my 3rd item, by the way. Up until now, I'm still playing like an early mid-game Nilah, where I'm just trying to catch enemies and go out. But when I get my 3rd item, I can guarantee you're gonna see a change of playstyle, which is now. I can get my 3rd item. Probably push the turret, push another wave, and I'm probably gonna go back and get my 3rd item. Let's see what I'm actually gonna do. 2 of them are dead. which maybe means that I can push more. 3 of them are dead. Only 5 seconds for Ezreal. Yeah. And I saw that. I suppose I saw that because they were all dead. Now I am gonna go back because it makes no sense to stay. We may have missed the Baron because of me, but now I'm just getting so giga fed by taking all of their jungle, by taking their turrets. I'm even taking mid turret here probably. Yep, there we go. Look at how fat I'm getting. I have 3,500 gold. Hopefully I go back now. Yeah, and now I go back because I don't want to waste more time, right? This is what I preach a lot when I coach people as well. Don't wander around doing nothing. You have to be doing something all the time. Which I did in this situation. I got myself really fed. Got to my 3rd item. Now we're into late game Nilah. I got an inhibitor turret as well. So everything is going nice and well in this game. I mean, this guy is just dead. Like, I'm just gonna one-shot him. Yeah, there we go. And now, you see, now we've achieved late game Nilah. Like, now we're at the moment where we are in the late game, where I'm simply just gonna one-shot anyone that gets close to me. You can see I'm being extremely aggressive here, which is maybe a mistake, which is definitely okay. The reason that this didn't work is because I walked into a route. I didn't even hit my first ability. And I just tried to make a flashy play for YouTube. That's honestly what I tried to do right there. I knew it was not a good one. I just tried to be flashy, which is what I do sometimes, you know. It is what it is. Sometimes I like to do that. Oof. I think that's gonna be a kill, actually. Is that a kill? He screwed up his combo a little bit, the Vladimir. Now he's gonna end up dying. But we got soul. There we go. The Mountain Soul, baby. That one is very good into Ezreal. Like, Mountain Soul really shuts down Ezreal, which is quite unfortunate for him. But yeah, it's not my problem. It also shuts down Orianna. It really takes away all the poking the enemy has. Mountain Soul is very underrated in that way because it counters the poking really, really hard. Especially if you're a squishy champion, because it gives a flat shield, which is not going to be that much for tanks, but it's going to be a lot for squishies. Bye-bye. Look at those crits. 700 damage, by the way. Oh, I got 4 items. That's why, yeah. So now, as you can see, everything is a crit. I'm gonna have enough attack speed because of the... What is that rune called? Legend Alacrity. So attack speed is not a problem. My damage is gonna... I'm gonna kill him in like 5 shots. He does have a lot of armor, which is why I'm saying like 5 shots. But I should still be able to easily 1v1 him. Even though he's a level ahead of me. Okay. Good God, that was 4 shots actually. Did you see that? He has armor, by the way. Just so you know, like, just so you see how ridiculous Nilah is. He has a ton of armor. He has Iceborne Gauntlet. And I just shred through him like he's nothing. Because I'm Nilah. You know what I mean? I'm Nilah. Hells, he says. What's up? Guess I'm just gonna take the Elder. Why not, right? When you get full crit, you can take this stuff pretty fast. And you also increase your attack speed when you hit your first ability, which is again why I go full damage, for the reason that your attacks will do so much damage when you get that full damage. And you don't really need that much that much attack speed. I know Mundo is split pushing. I chose to not take care of it because we can just end the game if he keeps split pushing. Which I suppose he realized as well, so he went back, yeah. And we can actually just end the game anyways. Yeah, there we go. They gave up. And you see, like, even though this was not the most spectacular game, I feel like this was a really, really good educational and entertaining game for you guys to see. Because you could see the mistakes I made, but then I just stopped making those mistakes. And I showed you guys how to get to the late game. Because when I got my 4 items, there was not a single chance the enemies would ever win this game anymore. There was not a chance at all. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I have some banger content coming for you guys. I have a new series I'm working on. And yeah. I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.